lesson number 4. Congratulations on your performance in lesson number 3. Lesson number 4 is about how we set up our lesson notes and the discussion forum in Moodle. Like I was told, you enjoyed lesson 3. Lesson 4 is going to be equally enjoyable and instructive. So let's get back to class.
Okay, yes, back to class. Today is Monday, July the 1st, 2019. And as I said during the introduction, this lesson number 4 is about setting up a lesson note in Moodle. Being the first day of July, let me wish you happy month of July. This July 1st, so we're in the second half of 2019. Before you know it, it's December 31st. Before you know it, it's 1st of January 2020. God will keep us decades beyond. So what are we going to do in lesson number 4? What are the objectives? We'll first of all review the lesson note that you did as part of the assignment for lesson 3. We'll review the lesson note that you did. And then I will walk you through a short process of how you set up the folder for all your documents. Because the main thing in Moodle is copy and paste. So it's better for you to keep all your files in some order, some folder, in some order. Could be folders in some order. You'll see where we'll take on objective number 2. The last objective will be you prepared the lesson notes last week. So how do you upload the lesson note? Your lesson note for lesson number 1 in Moodle. First, let's review last lesson. What did we do? I gave you some assignments. We had discussion forum. We had weekly tests. But before that, let's have feedback, live feedback from some of the participants. We have Ayotela, Dr. Ayotela, Damilare, Femi General, Adebayo. Let's listen to them. So, Damilare, your feedback, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for this opportunity, sir. This online course has been a wonderful experience for me, and in particular, lesson 3, which was on setting up a course outline on Moodle. I was able to learn. We were given a detailed lecture on how to set up a course outline and a step-by-step process of doing that, which was very helpful, sir. Now I am certain I can set it up on my own and also put other people through. Thank you very much, sir.
Wonderful. Now over to Femi. Dr. Femi, you have the floor. Quick.
Thank you very much, sir. First of all, I want to say thank you to the professor for taking time to teach us the detailed setting up of Moodle. This is the best experience I've ever had in online learning because this is the first e-learning that is teaching us on how to really set up a Moodle for yourself and even how to be independent on setting it up. At the end of this lecture, I am confident that I'll be able to set it up for myself and also engage my participants and use that to teach. Okay. And thank you very much, sir.
Wonderful, thank you. Now we're going to anchor with the rector himself. Dr. Ayotela, rector, you have the floor for a few seconds.
I need to thank our very distinguished professor, Professor Peter Okebukola, for letting me have a great understanding of what e-learning is all about.
Wonderful.
In particular, I'd like to thank him for the fact that I'm now confident, I'm now in a position to set up course outline. I'm able to do this because he has given me a 10 steps approach in setting up this outline. Wonderful. And in particular, I am now well advantaged and positioned to teach people online. Thousands of people far and near will be able to benefit from the knowledge I'm imparting.
Wonderful.
And this, to a very large extent, has breached and has given an advantage to a lot of people who could not have access to the face-to-face approach which the classroom gives. Once again, I'd like to thank you for the 10-step approach towards setting up.
We'll now move on to our lesson number 4, getting back to class. Thank you. So to complete our review of the last lesson and to look at your assignment, your discussion forum, and your weekly test, let us now spend 1 or 2 minutes on these. Starting with the assignment on laying out your course outline. This is it. You all did very well. Dodotela, Salako, Raji, Peter, all of you here. I'll just take a few in a minute. You go on to this. Let's say, who else? Awa, Atuebi, Akikotu, Adebayo. Yeah, so you all did very, very well. Let's just take a few. Let's look at Atoyebi, Introduction to Computers. Let's see what he has. Yeah, he has a course outline there, and he has lesson 1, lesson 2, and all of this. That's very good. And you deleted the rest of the ones that you're not using again. As I said, you can navigate through here. Atoyebi is here. If I go to miscellaneous, I will now come to where you all have your courses. And so you can say, let's look at Togunde. Togunde is still asleep. He has not done anything. He may have to be delisted from this course if he doesn't wake up. He has not done anything here. So let's back to miscellaneous. We're navigating here. Salako, strategies for supporting cultural entrepreneurs in a digital environment. Let's see what Salako has. Salako, yes. Okay, that's your course outline. Very good. Your first lesson, your second lesson. So that's it. As I said, I've looked through all of this and I'm quite happy with what you all have done in the assignment, this one. Can we try the discussion forum now? Okay, let's look at your contributions to the discussion forum number 3. For the discussion forum, the topic of which is the course outline is a very important resource for the online learner discourse. You can see Fedawa was the first to send in his Fred, please try to use British spelling. That's the spelling for this course, British spelling. Okay, so it's got a 10 out of 10. I didn't quite a quick word to 10 over 10. You can see you all did very well. 10 over 10, 10 over 10. Franklin, and so on. What I'm not too happy about is that I think we had just many people. I expect to have minimum of 20. Now we have just, let's see, who's this one? The last question, number 14. Only 14 of you. Please do your best to ensure that you contribute to the discussion forum because it adds up. You are going to get a certificate, a Global University Network for Innovation certificate at the end of this course if you successfully complete all the assignments, contributed to the discussion forum, and did well in the tests. So what's the other one? The other one will be your test. Let's see how you perform in test number 3. I already sent this to you, but you can see how happy I am today. This your scores on week 3 test, and you can see quite a lot of 10s there. The overall average is 8.75. I'd like to plead with you, that you should do your best to do your test by yourselves. It is fraudulent to get somebody to do your test for you. It is fraudulent, and I mean, you are all very senior people. It will not be good for, if your children or grandchildren, if they are cheating exam. So please do your best to do it for yourself. It doesn't matter if you are scoring a 2, like Okore did here. It doesn't matter. The important thing is that you participated and you did it by yourself. That will give you joy than somebody doing it for you. It's a shame if that happens. I'm going to be checking. I'm going to be looking out for people who are doing that. Well, I'm quite happy anyway with the scores that I've got. Not happy that we didn't have many more people do the test. So please ensure that you do your test and do it by yourself. Anybody who does for some others will get penalized as well as the persons that you have done it for. So that's the end of the review. Now let's get on back to class. Yes, thank you, Femi. Thank you, Director. Thank you, Uluwadami Larry. What I appear to be hearing, say from Femi, for instance, is about good teachers, good facilitators of online learning. As you can see here, it's a quote, unknown person, author. The best teachers are those who show where to look, but don't tell you what to see. In other words, they leave you to explore. A good teacher is like a candle, like this candle. It consumes itself so that it lights the way for others. I hope that all participants in this class will be able to take on that kind of philosophy. Light the way for all the participants that will be taking part, that will be part of your online learning, like Damilare, like Femi, like the rector, Ayotela said. So let's go on to objective number 1. That's to review the lesson notes that you did during the course of lesson 3. So these are the lesson notes that you all submitted, Adebanjo, Abuluaje. It comes in alphabetical order to Salako, 22 of you in total. This is very, very good. I've gone through all of them and I found them to be of exceedingly good quality. But you can see the file sizes. Adebanjo is 407. This is 746. Alao is 19. You can see. That of Mohammed is 11. 11. That's a little bit too huge, maybe because of some images. But I also checked the images for Ambassador Biron were just 4, So try to see how you can keep the sizes fairly small, because at the end of the day, your learners may want to download and may be a little bit tough for them to download. Now, let's look at a few. Agiri is 195 kilobytes, so it's well, actually kg is just 90. So let's see what kg has here. kg is loading. Yeah, kg is hacking methodology. So you can see that's kg. You have this good picture. This one, fine. And you can see there are 10 pages too. So you find. So you can actually keep your file size. Yeah, this is wonderful. Small. You have all of these images there and the questions. Oh, we will learn a little bit about questions in a minute. I mean, for next class. So this is kg there. So kg with just 90 kilobytes and is able to get that bit. Let's look at Ambassador Labiron. I checked earlier. Very good too. You can see draft. Well, excellency. You can take out the draft because it's a good one. I look through. I've looked through all of them, by the way. I can see this image. Nice images all over. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. These images add to the file size, but don't worry. But don't let the images be too. Don't let the file size be too like we have for Mohammed. But let's see what Mohammed is having. I checked through too and I found that he hasn't got too many images. I'm just wondering, maybe this, and he has done well to pull this thing. It's very tedious, so I applaud him. Really appreciate Adiba Mohammed, binary number system. This is very good. Yeah, very good. What I suspect, okay, this is, you can make the images smaller, by the way. So this is quite nice because this will have taken quite a lot to get this mathematical symbols in there. So that's the review of the lesson notes. You all did very well. As I said, I've checked through. I'm going to be returning some scores for you all. Oh, I can see Fred Awa is begging me to show his own. Well, like I said, you all have done well, but Fred, I am going to open yours, so that's it. Fred Awa. All right, there's this misspelling of administration here. Administration. Okay, so this is Fred's well colored, very nice. So that's it. Very good. So We can't open for everybody, but you're going to get my feedback over the course of a few days. So that's our objective number one, to see what you've done, and it is very, very good. Yeah, so objective number one is done. Let's have a little break. And while we are on break, let's look at this professor who told his class. The chemical symbol of barium, what is it? Vata said is Ba. Good, professor. What about sodium? Na. Professor then asked, what will I get if one atom of Ba and two atoms of Na are combined? Vata said, banana. Now, wow. Okay, fine. Break is over. Let's go on to objective number two. How we set up the folder for our documents in our course. I'm sure you all know how to do this, but I just thought that it's a small step, but it's a very important step, so that you don't get to be looking for your files all over your hard drive or wherever you have stored them. It is better to have a nice organized house rather than be searching for your files here and there. The reason being that Moodle is just about copying from your Word file and pasting, as you are going to see during the rest of this course. So how do we set up the folder for our documents? Yeah, so which documents are we talking about? We are talking about the lesson note. You've prepared the lesson note number one. You are still going to prepare something on discussion forum. You are going to prepare your test number one. You are going to get a virtual class set up. And of course, you're going to have your timetable for lesson number one. So these five, and more will be documents. We don't want them scattered all over. So how do you put them in an orderly fashion in a folder or folders? I've tried to suggest to you 6 steps. The first one is from your file explorer to click on this PC. Okay, so I'm going to give you a demo of it, slow and steady. So we said from file explorer. So where is file explorer inside this my machine? Where is it? Well, the easiest way, in my view, is for you to hold down the key where you have the Windows button. Now, you can see, I've just touched that Windows button. It's towards the bottom left side of your keyboard. So you just type, we said File Explorer. So you just type File Explorer there. You can see it has even popped up. So this is File Explorer. So here from File Explorer, click on this PC. So let's click on File Explorer. File Explorer now gives us this. So this is the File Explorer. File Explorer. So you look for it here, this PC. You can see this PC. Your arrangement may be slightly different, but it's the same thing. You can locate it. So click on this PC. I've clicked on this PC. So let's go back to the steps. From File Explorer, click on this PC. Then number 2, create a folder in your C drive and name it e-learning. So I'm back here. This is my C. Look at this one. This is my C drive. So to create a folder here, let me even just double click on it. And I beg you, look at this place. Look at this place. What you can see, pin to access. Can you see this one? New folder. I normally may want to use a shortcut, which is Ctrl-Shift-N. But as you can see from here, you click on this one. And it's now ready to take the name of the new folder. We said you should just call it e-learning. So you hit enter to, you see, if you don't press the enter key, it won't register, so to speak. So you can see I have done step number 2. I created a folder in my C drive and I've named it e-learning. Then as you open the e-learning folder and create another folder, and I should name it lessons. That's step 3. So as you open this one and then create another folder, see here, I call it lessons. And you must press the enter key to be able to register. I can say I'm hitting hard on my keyboard to show you that. So I've done number 3. I've opened the e-learning folder. I've created a folder and named it lessons. Then I should open the lessons folder and then create another folder and name it lesson 1. So here we go. I should open this one. I should create another folder and name it lesson 1. Excuse me. Lesson 1. You have to press enter to make sure that it's registered. All right. So number 4, open the lessons folder, create a file, name it lesson 1. I've done it. Open the lesson 1 folder. Okay, that's number 6. I've opened it. Didn't be empty. This folder is empty. So what I've been told here is I should transfer the following to the folder: lesson note number 1, discussion forum number 1, test number 1, virtual class number 1, and timetable for lesson 1. So I don't have this here, but you have them because you have done your lesson note for number 1. But I can actually transfer some from let me transfer some of the lesson note for some of. Yeah, as you can see, these are the lesson notes that you had here, Adebanjo, Agulaji. So you have to transfer this to this one. You can move it like this, or you just copy and paste. So you can see that one is there. That's lesson 1, and that in that case, I have to rename this one to lesson note number 1. Ooh, I deleted it. Sorry. Rename lesson note number 1. You have to hit the enter key to make sure it's registered. So this is lesson number 1. Your discussion forum, everything will be together. So it's easy for you to get to the lessons. But let me tell you what I've done in my own case. I have created, because I'll be running through. I've created a full this thing called Vic Day. Vic Day is a virtual institute for culture in the digital environment. So for your group, I've created training, and you can see I've created the assignments that you do for me, the course outlines, discussion forum that I'm doing. You can see, look, discussion forum for week 1, for week 2, for week 3. I have the e-learning, I have email addresses. Your email addresses are here. The lessons, so you can see lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4. We're lesson 4 now. My materials are here. The sample lesson notes, steps in creating folders. That's the one I'm working on now with you. And you have what else? PPT, register participants, the timetable. All the timetable for week 1, week 2, week 3. You have them there. Then your weekly tests, my dear participants, are here. Weekly test 1. Okay, I moved it to another file. Weekly test 2. You have the weekly test, results, this weekly test, and so on. So what we want you to do is to be able to have an organized system, so that all your files, all your documents will be in definite folders, and it's easy for you to access. So that's objective number 2. We're moving on now to the last objective of lesson number 4, and that is objective number 3. That's uploading a lesson note to Moodle. This is where it becomes very, very interesting, and it's going to be practicals all the way. So let us see how we proceed. All right, people, let's go on to the steps for uploading our lesson notes. You know that during the course outline bit, we had 10 important steps. This one is less by 1. We have 9 steps for uploading the lesson note. I'm going to email this to you, and you use it just like you did for your course outline, which you did so beautifully well. So the first thing is to go to this site. And so step number 1 is go to this site. Step number 2, click on miscellaneous and search for your course in the list. And then click on your course. So I'm going to do steps 1, 2, 3, almost all, 2 all together now. So what I'm doing here is I'm just pasting that site. You can see that's the one. I'm pasting it here. And it comes up like this. Why are you telling me it's not secure? Okay, go somewhere else. Let me make it easy on myself. Let me just click on here. Let me click on here. Yeah, clicking on this, and it's coming up with here. Mhm. So this is the miscellaneous. I've not logged in, so let me log in. Um, yeah. Okay, now logged in. Okay, so this is the miscellaneous, and then we have all your courses. So who wants that I should use his or her course? I can hear. Let me see now. Let's take on the ambassador. Labyrinth on promoting culture, goods, and services through the use of digital technology. So this is Ambassador Labyrinth's course that he wants to deliver to the whole world. And we have his course outline here. We have the first lesson here, promoting cultural goods and services. So let me go back to I've done this number one, I've done number two, I've clicked on the course. Now you can see number 4 is turn editing on. You know, it's just 9 steps, very simple thing. So let me turn editing on. Where is editing? This is not the thing. Oh, let me make it slightly bigger so you can see turn editing on. As I mentioned to you, you can either find it here, or if you go to somewhere here, you also get it here. Let me try this one. It's the same. Turn editing on. If you don't turn editing on, nothing will happen. So we have done step number 4. Step number 5 is select lesson 1. So let's see lesson 1. Yeah, this is our Oga, the ambassador's lesson 1. So I'm clicking on it. Okay, lesson 1. Do I need to click on it? Let me see. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So you click on it, and then the other step is select lesson 1 and click on add an activity stroke resource. Just exactly like we did for the course outline. And then we select page as the option to add. This is where the action begins to be interesting. So let me get back here. Add activity, you see now, this one. And I'm going to look for page. You recall that in the test that I gave to you, I said we cite this page one day. You see, you can see here is the early part, here is the middle part, here is towards the end. So many of you got it anyway. So I'm adding the page. Yeah, page is loading, and there it is. So you now have to give it a name. What name it is? It is lesson. It's actually not. It's let's say lesson 1. Add lesson note 1. Add your lesson note 1 by uploading so. So let's go to lesson note 1. So this one is lesson note 1. It's asking, is it here? Listen carefully. Here, you may put something short. You can say this lesson. Oh, let me do something. You see, you can put a short description of no description. A short description of the lesson here. It can be like the objectives. Let me go and search for Ambassador Labyrinth's lesson note. So this is Ambassador Labyrinth's lesson note. I'm clicking on it now. And it's coming up with this lesson note. Yeah, so that is it. Let me go to the beginning of it. Lesson 1. That's lesson note number 1. So I'm sure. Good. Very good. There's you will learn strategies for promoting here. You can just put this one. In this lesson, you will learn strategies for this. So I'm copying this now. Copy, and I will go back to this one. I'll go back to this place. In this lesson, I'm pasting now. Oh, it's not taking this one now. So, you can just say this lesson. In this lesson, you will learn about In this lesson, you will learn about whatever it is. So you can put that one there. It's short description. If you have taken all the pains to put this short description, it is helpful for you to display the description on the course page so you can check this. So I said, since this one is not marked red, it's not too compulsory for you to do what is nice. So to do this one, the name is important. Lesson note 1. So the contents, this is where that action begins. See all the things that our Okebukola Biron has taken. 26 pages. 26 pages. You can see with all this wonderful, nobody who will come here will not learn. You know, very wonderful contents. So we have to now put this into here. So how do you do it? A number of ways. One is to just highlight everything. See what I'm going to do. See, highlight everything, select the whole thing, copy the whole thing, copy the entire page. Copy the entire page. Yeah, copy. And then come here, this place, and then paste. Just see what is going to happen. I've pasted, it's pasting now. Yeah, you can see it has pasted here. The page content has pasted this one here. But watch, did you see all those wonderful, all these beautiful pictures that Okebukola Biron had to take pains to get? You can't find them. So there's another way where you can make it happen, but the easiest way. Let's undo this one. Let me undo this. So we'll take this one off completely. So nothing is said. Now you listen. You can see this one, paragraph style, bold, italic. I'm moving down. Look at it. What is this one? Import Word file. This is what I will encourage all of you that have images and all of that to do. If you don't have images, you can just copy and paste. So, mind you, we're in this step. Add your lesson note by uploading the file. I should follow the instructions in this demonstration. So that's step 7. So you upload this file, you can say import Word file. So you click on this one and you then you browse and you go to the location where you have put your file. As I mentioned to you, it's important for you to have a well-organized, filing system. Assignments, yeah, this is where I put them, the lesson notes, yeah. So, see Okebukola Biron here. It says select Okebukola Biron, this way it is. So just click on it. It will come. Yes, you see it has taken it. So you just say upload this file. When you say upload this file, now see waiting will happen. It's uploading, as you can see. So that's it. You see the images have come. Images have come. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Okay, so we have done step number what? Step number 7 is gone. Add your lesson note by uploading the file. Follow the instructions in this demonstration video. Number 8 is to format the lesson as you desire. That's now your choice. If you don't want to format the lesson, you leave it as it is. If you want to format, I'm going to show you the kind of formatting that is possible. Sorry, that's where is it? Yeah, here. So let me go to the top of this page. Yeah, so draft. We are removing draft now. Lesson 1. You can see a couple of what is important here. Let me see what if you press this one, it will show another layer, the second, because there are several buttons that you can use here. So I want to center this. As I mentioned to you, it's left to you to do the formatting based on your choice. There's no rule here other than your choice. If you you just try to be experimenting with this bold. This now is going to turn it bold. And I want this to be bigger. Lesson 1. Let's say if you can just look at this one. This is for color. This is for color. This is for size. You can see extra large. Oh, this is not the extra large. I want you to be centered. If you come here first, you find that it's like this. So you have to click on this one to give you the center one. It's centered. Promoting cultural, this one. Let me get to the end. Maybe I want it also centered. So it's like this. Center. Okay, slow to center, but it will center anyway. You must hear. Then you can then color. Let's assume that you want it to be greenish color, and then make it bold. Yeah, you can see it is greenish in color. Introduction. You can just color them, and some spaces that you have here, you may just close them up. Definition. If you like, you close this up. Definition. Maybe you want it also in green. You do it like this, and it goes on. If you want it in bold, you can do this. Select it completely. Let's say select it completely and make it bold. You can see it's bold. Okay, so that's what we mean by formatting. You can just do all the formatting, all the adjustments that you like on the page, and your lesson note is good to go. Last step. Number 9 is to save and return to course. So this is number 9. Number 9 is to go to the end of it, save, and what? Return to course. That's what I want to do now. Save and return to course. It's saving and returning to course. You can see. It's a very far. So that's it. Yeah. So you can see in this lesson, you will learn about that. So if I click on lesson notes, see what is going to happen. As a student who is learning, who is taking this course from Burundi, from Rwanda, from Egypt, from anywhere in the world, this is what they are going to see. Ambassador, you don't try. So this is it. This is it. It's quite easy. So I want you all to do this. That's by way of the assignment. So what I will do now, so that's to leave this for the ambassador. As I said, you can navigate all through here. So you go to login on here. And then lesson note number 1, me, I go delete them so that ambassador could do your own. So deleting this, I say yes. So what the ambassador is going to find is just this one. And you can then add an activity stroke resource. How do you find this? Oh my goodness, I've enjoyed presenting it to you. This test. 1, you go to this, just click on this. Miscellaneous, click on your course, turn editing on, your lesson 1, add activity or resource, select the page, and then upload. Finish, format if you like, save and return to course. Easy as they come. Yeah, so that brings us to the end of the practicals, and let's look at what we learned in this lesson. We of course reviewed lesson note number 1 that is submitted. Very good lesson notes. And we learned how you can set up the folder for all the documents for the course you are delivering. And then the heart of the matter today, we learned how we uploaded a lesson note to the Moodle platform. You have a couple of assignments, for this week. You have to upload your lesson note number 1. It will just take you about 10 minutes to do or less. So just follow the steps, do that. I'd like you to set up a Gmail account. You will get to know about why I'm asking you to set this up during the course of next week. And I want you to watch this video. I will send you the link. 20 golden rules for writing multiple choice questions by Peter Okebukola. I'm going to send you the link. You've got to watch this video. It's short. Maybe I think it's about 15, 16 minutes or something like that. 20 golden rules. Because that will now lead us to a few things. Let me remind you of the timetable for the week, and this 20 golden rules thing will come up. Today, July 1, we're watching this video. Tomorrow, the video is there. It's there permanently. On Wednesday, participate in the discussion forum. You're going to get a topic on Tuesday. So make sure you're there. On Thursday, you are going to send to me 10 multiple choice questions on your lesson number 1. It's easy. Some of you have done the questions, but you need to now modify it based on the 20 golden rules. I saw some people did some nice things and some are not so nice. So all of you will have to reformat to fit in with the 20 golden rules. And of course, on Friday, 5th of July, we have a test. Because some of you will be going for some weekend engagements. Saturday is free, very free. Now remains for me, my dear participants, to wish you bye-bye for the week. And Peter Okebukola, your facilitator. Notice that online learning is not teacher, it's a facilitator. Bye-bye, people. Bye-bye.